Hey everybody, welcome back to Life After Stroke. I'm Christopher Ewing. Today we're broadcasting from the Abilities Expo in Boston, Massachusetts. And with us right now is Teri Jaymes. She's from Brilliant Canine. And I got to tell you, people have been coming by your booth just eating up your stuff. I mean, it's just awesome. Teri makes these really, really great custom-made harnesses and things like that for dogs and people that maybe have therapy dogs, service dogs, stuff like that. Teri, tell everyone a little bit about what you do and all that kind of good stuff.
I'd love to. So what we do is we make an ergonomic product for dogs. What we're looking to do is to think about, would I wear that? That's really my first question. So dogs have a lot of the same issues that we do. Pinch points, pain points, are they comfortable? So what we try to do is to make sure that we're making the highest quality product. We don't use any foam or felt or anything that builds up any heat, because we really want that dog to be able to work all day, swim, play, do whatever he wants to do, and have a good time, work hard, and to be comfortable without being restricted, pinched, poked, pulled, twisted, jerked. So what we focus on is keeping the dog's spine in alignment, keeping the shoulders free and able to move under the harness.
Right.
And to really make the absolute best product we can for dogs. They're beautifully sewn, and that's what we love to do.
Well, what's really cool too is that you don't just make a great product for the dogs, you make a great product for the dog owner and the dog lover, because as you were telling me, somebody might have maybe some physical difficulty with their hand, and maybe don't have use of both hands. These collars can be put on with one hand very easily, things like that. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, we make the speed buckle, and what the speed buckle does is it actually just clips in.
Wow.
So it does not require two hands. We often will make a stand for the dog to walk into, so somebody with disabilities can use the harness as well. So because many times dogs are trapped in their equipment until somebody can come over and help the person to get the animal out. This way it allows the person to be able to let the animal off duty when they need to be off duty, and then get back on duty when they need to go do that.
Right.
So it's an easy, nice, comfortable way for the handler and the dog.
Well, when I first heard about you and you were telling me more about how your collars actually work and everything, I started to think about all of the stroke survivor friends I have that have dogs. People have a dog before a stroke, and they've got a dog after their stroke. And, putting a collar on and doing things like that, when you've got kind of limited use of your fingers or your hand or something like that, can be tough. And I was just like, wow, how cool is that, And then the other thing is that you told me, and this, I didn't even think about this, is how sometimes if a collar doesn't feel comfortable to a dog, or maybe if somebody's constantly struggling putting a collar on a dog, the dog's going to be like, oh man, I want to go outside, I want to hang out, but oh gosh, here she comes with the collar, or oh man, he's going to start tugging and pulling, trying to get that thing on me, and this just totally nips that in the bud, know?
Well, we focus on being comfortable for the dog first.
Yes.
And it allows the dog to put the equipment on and take the equipment off without having to step through, do all sorts of gyrations to get into the equipment. It's very simple. You just take and like that.
I love it.
And go on, and then all you got to do is clip it in. So I can do it with one hand.
Exactly. Holding a mic and everything else. Sure, exactly.
A mic and everything else.
Right.
And so it's less stressful for the dog. But also, dogs will start to become equipment shy when that equipment is not comfortable. And so what will happen is they'll see that equipment coming at them, and they're like, whoa, get away.
Sure.
The same as if I had your worst pair of shoes, and I said, no, you have to wear those.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Today, right?
Yes, exactly.
Like, those shoes don't fit.
I don't like those shoes. Yeah, right.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's the other thing that we do is if you think about your shoes, are your feet long? Are they narrow? Are they wide? What are they? So take a look at a dog. They have many of the same issues. Are they wide-bodied, narrow-bodied, tall, short, long?
Right.
How are they built? So that's what separates us from all the other companies, is what we're really looking to do is we believe that the onus is on us to make the best quality product that fits the dog. So we have 20 sizes, actually a few more than that because we also do customs. For us, what we really want to do is first fit that dog's body, not send you one of 4 sizes, and it's up to you to fit the dog into it.
Right. You know, and it's and I'll say this, go back to just the fit thing again, because this really kind of fascinates me, is that when you think about having adaptive type of things, like, you know, like there's a guy over here that has like adaptive silverware, you know, to be able for people to be able to hold forks and knives and stuff. You never think of having adaptive collars to help the stroke survivor, you know, be able to put the collar on their dog. And I just applaud you. I just think the thing is just so cool. And again, it's not only just for stroke survivors, it's for people that have service dogs, you know, maybe regular dogs, all kinds of stuff.
We actually came out of the dog agility community.
Okay. Yeah, you know, brag a little bit, girl. When you mentioned Westminster and all kinds of stuff, I mean, you're kind of famous, man, you know.
Well, no, but
your collars certainly are, you know.
The harnesses are definitely
sure.
A lot of the World Agility team uses them. You know, a lot of different agility people, dock diving, you know, fly ball, a lot of different dog sports wear them. And that's really how the harness started out, was we were looking for a better way to allow our high drive dogs to work with us and to train them and to work with them without putting pressure on their neck and their throat, which down the road causes a lot of problems.
Right. You know, something else that you had mentioned that I heard you telling one of your customers yesterday is how dogs can even swim in this.
Yes.
Because it's very lightweight and it doesn't have like foam or something that can kind of weight them down. And talk a little bit about that. It was really interesting.
When we make it the harness, what we're doing is we're blending materials together so that this can be an evaporative cooler. So we're making it very lightweight, very easy for the dog to breathe. So there's no restriction at all, but it also, the fabric, it breathes. So if you see a dog walking around on this, and you feel on the underside, it's not going to be hot. It's not going to be cooking the dog. You know, we've seen a lot of dogs come through here and they're just panting.
Right.
You know, they have equipment around the rib cage. It's restricting their breathing. The equipment is hot. It's heavy. And what we want to do is get away from that and make a better quality product that really allows the dog to breathe and move comfortably.
Man, Teri, you've put so much research into this thing. I just applaud you first and foremost. The other thing that I think is really cool is that you've got all kinds of cool colors.
Yeah.
And I asked you, I said, wow, well, what if somebody like wants to have like, you know, their own little pattern or something, you know, you'll even take their fabric and stitch it into their collars and stuff like that. I think you even said like some service guys.
Yes, we have servicemen all the time that will send us their their uniform.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Pieces of their uniform and ask us to make a harness for their dog. And so we love doing that kind of stuff. It's so much fun. And, those are the more special things to us is when we get to make something extremely personal for the owner and, the dog.
Absolutely. So for everybody watching and everybody listening, tell them how they can get a hold of you and find these great collars and stuff like that.
Wonderful. So you can go to brilliantcanine.com and we have a contact us on the website. You can also go to Facebook, brilliantcanine.com. That's the letter K, the number 9.com. And you can find us very easily. You can please do read our reviews. I always tell people, read reviews, know who you're dealing with. They're handmade in Lucas, Ohio. So it's not any embroidery or anything we do is done before we sew the harness. So there's no aftermarket things done to the harness.
Awesome. And we'll have all the information on the strokechannel.tv website as well as just below us on the screen, as I'm sure you can probably see if you guys are watching this. And for those of you who are listening to it, again, we'll have all the information on the strokechannel.tv website. Teri, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are just so awesome, and I just love what you're doing.
Well, thank you very much. It was great fun to be on here, and I think you're doing a great job with the Stroke Channel.
Well, thanks.
So
sweetie.
amazing.
Thanks so much. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back.